It's Tuesday. It's time for us to check in with Jennifer Sandler. She is the Executive Director for Historic Rock Hill. And good morning to you, Jennifer.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Well, it is not a quiet summer for Historic Rock Hill. This year, you all have launched a summer speaker series starting back in June, and it goes through September. You've already had 2 in the can. You've got 2 more that folks can take part in. And what do they need to do to take part in this?
So we have 2 events left, like you said, one in August and one in September. And they can just go online to historicrockhill.com and purchase tickets for individual events. So we've had a really good turnout and a really nice reception from this. This is our first time doing it. So it's a nice way to socialize and learn a little bit about Rock Hill's history.
Now, we were talking about how hot it is. Are the remaining 2 held inside?
Oh, yes. Good. I would go on strike if they weren't. So, yes, they are.
Okay, so the next one looks like it's August the 15th and then September the 12th. So go ahead and sign up for those and learn about our history. Yeah. That's what Historic Rock Hill is all about doing. Not only looking back at our history, but also looking forward. And shout out to whoever operates your Facebook page, because almost every day you share a picture with some kind of factoid,
educational blip,
about what life was like during that time in Rock Hill's past. And sometimes it's a black and white picture. I'm looking at one now that's a black and white picture. Sometimes it's a modern picture from when we didn't live in the world of black and white. But it's just cool every now and then to stop and read and just say, well, this is a pretty cool look at it. Or I didn't know this took place in our city. I don't know, just become more educated.
Yeah, for sure. There's so many factoids and bits of information that even if you're a lifelong Rock Hill resident, you might not know.
You can even go, I'm looking at one of these pictures, to the Louise Pettis over at Winthrop in their archives. Again, I know we plug those in, but this picture, the black and white one, is from there. So it's a teaser for those listening right now. You have to go follow and like them on Facebook, Historic Rock Hill.
Thank
Stop
you,
Alex. By the archive. we know how to plug it.
Absolutely.
We know marketing.
Yes.
Okay, so Jennifer, after the summer speaker series, what else is on the horizon for Historic Rock Hill?
Okay, so we've got a couple of new events. So I know that Historic Rock Hill in the past has done historic home tours. So this will be my first time helping to organize one like that. We have a fabulous sponsor. Chris Beard from the Compass Group at Reinhardt Realty is our sponsor for this event. And we have 5 homes on the home tour. So we've got the Stewart House at Winthrop, the Gil Anderson House, the McCorkle Fuel Longhouse, the one on College Avenue, and the White Home, obviously, and the Barnes House on Main Street. So if you've ever been interested in going in any of those homes, if you're like me, you just like to take a little looky-loo, just see like how it's decorated and the beautiful historic details and learn about the history of that particular home, then come check that out. So tickets are $20 for members, $25 for non-members, but it's that will be on Sunday, September the 8th in the afternoon. So you can kind of go at your own pace. And it'll meet at the White Home to get, some materials and a wristband, and then you can kind of go around and see the homes, in whatever order you'd like. So I'm really excited about that. I think that'll be a great event. We also have a downtown tour of churches. That'll be a first-time event, and our preservation committee is working on that right now, finalizing the details. So you'll be able to go into the sanctuaries of Freedom Temple, Episcopal, of First ARP and First Pres, and to be able to go in there and, in St. John's, excuse me, I missed that one. And so to be able to learn a little bit about that church history and, go inside each of the churches, I think will be a really fabulous event. We're finalizing the details. That should be sometime in October. But,
cool down.
Yes, hopefully. But, if you're interested in Rock Hill history, and these churches were so fundamental to the growth and development of Rock Hill. So that should be really cool.
Jennifer, you have, as you say, looky-loo. I am just like you. You have an eye for going into these historic homes and the churches. Not only are you taking in the history, someone like you who appreciates things, what's the first thing that catches your eye? Is it the architect? Is it the pictures on the wall? Is it the design and interior? What catches your eye?
That's a really good question. I always look at floors and windows.
Interesting.
I'm just really interested in like the old wood floors. Like what, are they thin? Are they thick? Do they, are they really knotty? Are they, also window details, if I go into a space, are they new windows? Are they original windows? Moldings. I love, particular moldings, the height of ceilings. I know at the White home, it always catches my eye. Like some of the door frames are crooked, because from settling over the years. And so some people catch it immediately. Other people, of course, never notice. But I just, kind of seeing how things, like if they're symmetrical or not. So
I love that.
Do you enjoy that, Jennifer? Because it tells the
yes.
history of the type of the era that house was built, and that was the design at the time. Because
Can you date it to those?
Oh gosh, I'm no architectural historian, so no, I cannot. But we live in an old home, and it's a small home. We live on College Avenue, and it's about 1,500 square feet. And what I just think is so interesting is that they built houses back then. They were much more modest in size, and so you would have 2 or 3 kids in a bedroom, and you wouldn't have a playroom and an exercise room and a this and a that. And it was just, I really appreciate the just kind of the modesty of it.
It's very communal and togetherness.
Exactly. You don't have some of the larger homes have those, kind of formal rooms, but for the average person at that time, the homes were much smaller, much more modest. But they were built with care. They were, built intentionally. They used good materials, solid workmanship. And so I really appreciate that versus some of the new homes. They're just like popped up. They're cookie cutter. They don't have that same kind of intrinsic charm as the older homes. So
well, that's
I really appreciate that.
Great about these tours. You can go in and
Yes.
what sparks your fancy, so to speak. What are you interested in to learn and hear directly from the homeowners, who I'm sure that home has been in their family for some time, so they can tell you fun stories and stories passed down from generation to generation. And a lot of these older homes always have, I've learned, like fun, unique things, like a laundry chute or something that we do not see in modern homes.
It's so true.
That it was their way of life. And as a kid, I would think, oh my gosh, how fun it would be to live in this house with a lot of these unique
stories. That truly
pieces.
brings it to
The
life.
ghost stories.
Oh, yes.
Oh, even better for sure. And kudos to the same thing for the churches, just to see when you're in there, the history and the story of that. So the home tour is coming in September. The church tour is coming in October.
Correct.
Perfect. And all that information can be found on the website and on the Facebook machine and other platforms. Go ahead and get signed up today. And you become a member. And we often say, Jennifer, or you've educated us, to become a member, it's cheaper literally than eating out.
It is.
So it's what, $50 or so?
Yep. So it starts at $30 for a senior individual, and then all the way up to a family is $60. So
Perfect.
Katie and I went out to eat the other night here in Rock Hill, just the two of us. Like nothing super fancy, $62.
Ooh, boy.
So literally, we could have just bought a year membership to Historic Rock Hill.
Exactly. Yes,
And we get to
for
hang out with
sure.
you all year long.
And that also gets you discounted. So this is my segue. Discounted Oyster Roast tickets. So Oyster Roast is happening in October 17th to be exact. And, again, just a fabulous event. We actually had our sponsorship kickoff last night at the 19th at the Warehouses, which is a fantastic space if you haven't been there yet. So go grab a drink, play a round of golf, or zombie dodgeball is something you can play that there.
I didn't know that.
Yes, they have all sorts of, they have bocce, they have
Oh, how fun.
football. So it's not just golf. So if golf is intimidating for you, like it is for me, then
Zombie dodgeball.
Zombie dodgeball is your thing. And so they have food and they have drinks, and it's just a fabulous space. So
Awesome.
we had our kickoff there last night. So if you're interested in being a sponsor of the Oyster Roast, and our tickets are on sale, so check out our website and it will link there.
Perfect. As always, Jennifer, we appreciate the update from historic Rock Hill about Rock Hill's past and its future. Just check them out again online and on social media.